All right, I think we're live. What's up, folks? I don't know what camera to look in here. We're trying to be as mobile as possible so we can give you guys a little tour around the place.
Oh, you opted for the phone?
Well, yeah, then we can walk around.
Which one are we on here?
I know, it's kind of weird, right?
Oh, is this so you can watch?
And are we live on your channel?
Oh, you should hit both. No, yeah.
Okay. Anyone watching this on the Infamous Project, give us a thumbs up or something to that effect so we know we're live on his channel and my channel.
Because if we are, then I'm going to say kill that. So, oh, no, wait. Because you're trying to download 2 feeds at once. Holy, it's hot out.
Yeah.
Thumbs up, thumbs up.
Okay. We're live on both channels. What's up, ladies and germs? We're frozen on the computer, though. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know.
But we can see the comments a little easier on that.
What is up, guys?
So I guess everyone's dying to see what the hell's been going on. Like,
the old shitbox.
We've been going nonstop. I mean, right from, well, I got up Monday morning, worked a full day, got on an airplane at 7:30, and between layovers and everything else, got to Chris's at 8, no.
Well, you had to Uber,
9:30,
so maybe 9:30, 10, somewhere around there.
And, yeah, put the shorts on, went straight to work. So, and we've been at her ever since. And we got you guys on my phone here so we can give you the grand tour of all the BS. So, and actually, I say it's probably worked out better than we thought it would, eh?
What?
Well, all the stuff we've been kicking rocks over and finding.
Oh, yeah, like I think, like progress-wise, though, do you think you're satisfied? Or do you think we would have been further along?
I think by the time we get through whatever hour we go till tonight, I think we'll be in good shape.
Like caught up.
Yeah.
Because I think we're behind.
Slightly, by a couple hours.
Bit, yeah. And part of that's my fault.
Yeah, we got some pet problems going on.
Mr. Meow's been not feeling too hot, so he's all right though. He'll be good for the cat lovers out there. So yeah, but it's been a juggling act. It's been work. It's been a hustle.
Hot AF.
Yeah. The bugs love the sweat. They love paint and sweat.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
What do we got going on here? Should we?
I know. Read some comments. Phil Olin. Hi, Phil.
Yeah,
beer looks good. Yeah, and it's cold.
There's no Chevys in this garage. I hope. There's a Beamer. That's the closest thing.
Yeah.
Holy. All right.
Where's the Labatt Blue, eh? Yeah, no, we're drinking the proper American stuff here.
Texas.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sure you guys want a tour, hey? And we'll maybe talk our way through.
We gotta wait at least 5 minutes into the live here.
Okay.
If anybody has questions, actually, you know what? Start putting them in now, and we'll try and take note because I think it'll be a little harder once we start touring around here.
No, dude, but I didn't have a hat on today, so it probably looks extra fluffy. I know. I seen while we were waiting I was running around grabbing power cords and stuff, and I seen a couple of you guys chatting. I know Matt Calypso Coyote's on here, and I think he wanted to know if I'm wearing my body condom or not. I feel like I'm wearing a body condom. It's hotter than a snake's ass in a wagon rut, but yeah, I haven't had to rubber up yet. And we're getting to a point now where it's getting a little cleaner too.
Yeah, it's almost. I actually mentioned I did a little update on the GoPro to, once it finally gets to editing time, and I made mention it's like we're starting to be able to put certain tools away, and things are starting to go back to their place, right? Versus all of this tear apart and shit all over the place. And guys, this is true backyard fashion. Like,
Yeah.
The ship box is not on a lift. We have not used a lift other than the 93 Cobra, which was already up so that we could get the K member out of it.
Yeah.
So that's the only advantage. It's not like there was a motor or anything in there. Like we had it out, super quick on the ground. So outside in the sun, in the heat, with the bugs, painting on the grass, pressure washing on wood outside. Like it's.
Oh, geez, look at the boys from New York and Pennsylvania are in the house.
Oh, there's an SRT. Actually,
Tom Spano.
The SRT10 is actually across the road at my neighbor's place because I've been short on space. I need to blame Charles with the Celine clone that's been in here for a while, and it's just been filled. Buckies.
Yeah, Brent, no, I haven't had any Buckies yet, but when I landed in Austin, I hadn't eaten in, 12 hours or something. And I screwed up real bad. I tried my best to pick aisle seats. I didn't really think much about the placement, but the only aisle I could get on the big flight from Vancouver to Houston was the back of the plane. Not even thinking those seats don't do the 1.5-inch recline. And that was the one I was supposed to sleep on because it's 4.5 hours or something. I was just chin to chest the whole way.
You couldn't do the old dinner tray and like that.
Dude, I tried that. I tried this. I tried this. Everything. And this woman that was about as wide as a house, stewardess, she kept coming by and I'd sort of start drifting off into the aisle. Boom, hip check right to the face. Yeah. So I haven't had any Buckies, but anyway, long-winded way of saying once I got into Austin, it was taco burrito heaven, right? Almost like Bucky's, where you just reach in and grab as many as you want. I thumped 4 of them. Yeah.
Oh shit! How can I scroll up in these comments? Oh, there's
a
little thing. Okay. Because John's "Are you not going to answer me?"
What'd John say?
What did he ask? What's
John,
AF mean?
Can we say that on here?
Yeah, because
hot as fuck.
Yeah.
That's the new kid way of saying it without swearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are those other terms we learned with staying grounded for life?
Oh,
it's hot, no cap.
No cap. That means extra big, extra good.
You're not capping the heat levels here. Oh, okay. We broke 100 people on here, so
yeah,
let's do a tour.
Okay, here we go, folks. Oh yeah. I think. Wait, I can flip this around. You guys don't want to stare at my mug.
Yeah, hopefully that
camera.
Which one does it though?
Here we go. Back camera. Ooh, back camera ultra wide. Oh, yeah, look at that, folks. Okay. I think now we just go close. Okay.
There we go.
Little tour at Tip's Garage. How about the lift system now, huh? You guys have probably seen the video, but
keeping things lifted.
I'll say.
Oh, we can take a long way, right?
Yeah, you guys probably want to see the clone car over here too.
That's
geez,
cooling system lows.
That blue looks good under these lights.
Oh yeah.
Okay, real Celine.
Yeah.
Right. Makes all the right noises.
Well, my harnesses came in, so I can do the AC now.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do we want to start? You guys want to start? Well,
just
whatever.
take them straight out.
All right.
Or let's look at the motor, our Discovery.
Right. Do you want to buzz the pan off quick? We can show them live. They're just kind of finger tight.
Buzz it off. You can talk. I'll buzz.
Right. Okay, folks. Oh, you're going to see out of the corner of your eye what's going on out there, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So I get to town and right away, Chris is like, okay, we got to take the shit box for a drive, right? So out we go. We got to jump it. It's a little tough to start. Anyway, we get out in it. And other than the transmission being a little jacked up and it riding like a bit of a lumber wagon, not bad, but a bit of one. I'm like, man, this thing's strong. It just ran really hard. So anyway, he's like, dude, I don't know, like this thing might have some more displacement to it, like 347. I'm like, really? Like, okay, I don't know, maybe. But it was so hard to like really give her and get a good feel for it. Well, anyway, we get the heart out of the old shit box and the teardown begins. So we knew that it was going to have these crane roller rockers on it. Okay. And it's got these SVO heads. Pretty sexy little pieces.
Don't forget to show them the different color phases.
Right. So we've got... Oh, sorry, guys. That was probably loud. Loud AF, Johnny.
No cap.
Okay, so this thing starts out with, bare block, and then looks like it goes red, blue, and then black, and nobody bothered peeling any of the previous colors off. It was just a top coat. So, and then, we realized we got the polyurethane bushings on, or motor mounts on it. So it wasn't until today, like, okay, let's peel the pan off and see what's going on underneath, right? So here we go. Let me get you guys spun around here. So at first blush, we're like, holy shit, look at all the ARP hardware on here, right? And then we go, good gracious, look at those rods, right? So anyway, we're kind of kicking things around going like, well, it's probably been redone at one point. It must be a 306, whatever. Anyway, and then I'm sitting here just kind of staring away. Sorry here, guys. I'm trying my best to...
Does that help?
Right. So if you look right here, there's like this, oh shit, half moon notch in the bottom of the cylinder. Every one of them's got it, right?
Oh, and then, because I had mentioned, remember I took the starter out and I looked at the flywheel?
Oh, right. Okay,
Yeah.
That's actually where it started. I'll come back to the cylinders here in a minute. But we're like, holy Christ, look at all the holes in this flywheel. Chris, like, I don't know, maybe it's that lighter flywheel, right? So get underneath there, and sure enough, every one of these cylinders is notched out. And I'm like, dude, I think it's clearanced. I think we got a stroker on our hands. So anyway, the $1,000 POS that we've nicknamed the tbox-Fox surprised the ever-living hell out of us. I think, like, with 99% certainty, we're dealing with a 347. So, resealed, new trans, all the goodies, and a real fancy tidy up. I think we're going to have a strong unit.
There you go. The engine bay giveaway.
Okay, let's just see if we got any. That block matches the car from Chuck. Yeah, it sure does, buddy. But the other side of this too is this kind of explains like the overkill fuel rails, wherever they've ended up.
Oh, they're sitting in the wash bin there.
Oh, right. Like this thing's got these like NASCAR ready fuel rails. But it really was like a hack job put together. So I think it must have come as a long or a short block, and somebody put the rest of it together.
Or it was in another car. Like what I think is that the fuel rails, motor complete, like pan to throttle body, were in another vehicle, and somebody bought that.
Yeah.
And then they said, you know what? Let's just paint this all black real quick, because they painted over the aluminum heads. They painted the oil pan, which I soaked in gas and scraped off with a razor blade. So, somebody was trying to build something. And, we learned the car definitely had, what's the word? A lot of fun that resulted in a lot of unknown, because we got big frame rails.
And here's like, just for fun, it's not all that interesting, but it just kind of proves the point. Like, all you Fox body fans out there are probably going to recognize none of this hardware, because it literally came out of some old grandpa's like peanut butter jar, and that is what was holding this car and the motor together.
Let's just show we can do a sample here. So here's thermostat. Here's the 2 bolts for the thermostat. This one might be right.
Yeah, potentially.
You know, you got the old standard cut on the top there. So that was that. Oil pan held in with the shortest bolts I've ever seen before in my life. So that's all of this is the ones you have 18 of, and this would be the 2 in the front, 2 in the back. And we actually couldn't even get 2 of these to catch again because they're just too short. So we went and got a whole bunch of new hardware. We only broke 1 bolt. Where is it? There it is. The dreaded water pump timing cover bolt. So that got snapped.
Yeah.
Ricky had to weld a nut on that earlier, and there it is.
This one, right? Oh, do you got the other half of it? Oh yeah.
So the old weld the nut on, and
yep, this little bugger right here. No, was it top? No, it's bottom.
The top
of the ear.
Yeah,
that guy.
That guy.
So, yeah, double roller too, right? But I mean that's fairly standard for any motor that's really had the timing cover off it. And or a heads cam intake upgrade, which we don't know what the cam is still.
No,
it's lumpy. It does run strong. Like, I mean,
yeah. Well,
idle's
compression
decent.
Tests I did too, right? Like I think it was 160, 165 across the board when I did it. So,
okay, let's go right past the bay. I know you guys are dying to see this bay. All right, tune-up parts. We're obviously doing some painting and some cleaning. Should make sure our internet's good. This tubular K-member came out of the 93 Cobra and rack. So you guys have probably seen this on Chris's channel, right? Is black 93. We robbed that. The cradle that came out of this, actually, Matt Calypso Coyote, I hope you're still in here, buddy. And I hope my internet doesn't go to hell on me. Oh, you top dressed it already.
What?
That's an emerald green K-member, dude. The tbox-Fox. Yeah.
Don't give away the secret sway bar.
Oh, well, I think it's too late now. But anyway, yeah, emerald green K-member came out of the shit box. She was rainbow colored. Okay. Yeah. It's aqua time.
Ocean view. Ocean mist?
I can't remember.
Seaside.
I think ocean mist sounds a little more badass than seaside.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys figure? It doesn't clash with the patinaed paint at all, right? That was one of the things we were trying for.
Yeah, this looks great.
Right.
It exposes all the damage and the weird shit that we found.
Oh, like, right.
What's this? What's that big thing that you smashed down there?
Yeah, she's had some homemade fabrication panels applied to it at one point. Not sure what this was for.
Yeah.
Because it was punched towards us before and I had to pound it back in. I don't know if it was clearanced for something.
Oh, you know what? I bet you they had a pipe going this way. And maybe they had it pounded out for the pipe to wrap around.
And still get a wheel well liner in there.
Oh, the radiator support, that's straight now.
Well, straighter.
Like that's as straight as it's going to get.
The rad support was in rough shape.
Yeah, it's pure backyard fashion.
Yeah, like I beat that down with one of those 4x4s leaned up against the shop there. Like I was pounding fence posts. So we straightened that. We got a homemade
the
sway bar mount.
Yeah, with some amazing welds.
Not ours.
Not ours.
By the way. That's how we found it.
Interestingly enough, you know what? I'm wondering if they cut it and then decided, oh, wait, we need that.
Right.
Or somebody else decided to put it back in.
Yeah. The where did the clutch end up? That actually was like
it's
not many miles on it at all.
Well, the flywheel doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
It shows the so yeah, the disc and the it's over here.
And actually, anybody tuning in there that wants to weigh in, we were trying to figure this out and neither of us have Googled it yet, but Spano, actually, you might know this, buddy. What is the two different flywheel weights? I think the 347 is lighter Like one's 40 something and one's 50 something.
There's pressure pipe.
Oh yeah. So if somebody wants to weigh in on that, because we couldn't remember what the hell it was. Yeah, like this thing looks clean, right?
Like any of those marks are probably from the burnouts I did.
Right. Yeah, starter. Oh, I don't know if Bill Butler's in the house here or not, gentlemen, and any ladies that might be tuning in, but Ford Motorsport shorties. Not bad at all.
Hey, almost all the header bolts matched.
Yeah, that's actually all the header bolts were
except
beauty.
this one. That was the only one. But other than that,
yeah, that's the best we've done so far with hardware.
Yeah.
I guess you've kind of showed the coilovers on your video already, hey?
Yeah, so I just got to do to this one what I did to this guy. Ultimately need to weld that up.
Oh, here, Spano, 28 and 50 ounce.
Right.
So 28 for the 347, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm positive it's lighter because even remember when I grabbed that one, I could barely move it.
Right.
In terms of weight. And this guy wasn't that heavy. Oh, yeah, one mismatched clutch bolt too.
Oh, yeah. And not a matching bell housing bolt in it either.
Here. We can do this again. Jesus.
Do the old hand weight test.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Careful, you're going to get arm pump.
Yeah. Sweet.
There were some extra precautions taken here. Where is it now? Oh, did you wipe it off?
There, motor side.
Yeah, motor side. Don't want to mess that up and put the starter on the driver's side of the motor by accident. Okay, what else do we got?
Maybe it was a really good engine builder, just not, 100% used to.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Is there a 302 configuration that's on the other side?
Not that I'm aware of.
Or were they always on that side?
Everything's on that side, yeah.
Always.
So, oh, what do you guys think of the tbox-Fox swag?
Oh, yeah.
Hey?
Except Gary, it looks like he has saggy tits.
Yeah, it kind of does.
His logos. If you guys get one like that, send it back.
This thing's built for big boobs. But I did get it in tbox-Fox brown.
Oh.
I should have got aqua. Didn't know we were going that color on the Moda.
I gotta rinse my hands, all this clutch dust.
Right. I don't know if there's anything else really to show you here, folks. It's just kind of reassembly time at this point. And I guess for those of you that have been on since the start, the idea would be to have everything back on the motor. And, well, I think ideally we would have been dropping this thing back in tonight, but this transmission's got to come out. And like Chris said earlier, we're literally backyarding this whole system. She's on jack stands out here in the hot tarmac. So, yeah, we got to lift it up some more to get that tranny out. And we got to do the rear, like everything in the rear end in this car's got to be redone. And then interior. Check this beauty out. This is where the body condom is going to come in handy. Good grief, I'm sure someone's died in here before. So yeah, I wasn't aware. I don't know if this dent in the fender shows up very well on the videos. Like somebody was hanging out with a heavy hitter. Let's just leave it at that. Because that's a big dang. But anyway, we'll come back in and have a cold one with you guys here. Get the camera flipped around too.
I'm trying to go through the comments here.
Okay.
How close to Georgetown are you? I mean, we're in Georgetown. What is your waiting list? I've got a card inside. My waiting list is in the 2024 right now. Tommy T.
How do I change settings? Camera.
Oh, someone's like 408. Wouldn't that be sweet?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's the case.
Cabernet Fox.
Oh,
in the
Angel.
house.
Nice.
Next house. Holy shit, we got 147 people in this, man. People love shit.
Okay.
There you go.
Good, great.
Oh, Andrew Callan. Yeah, man, if it's anything like number 5, for sure. And it kind of reminds me the setup in the number 5 car, right? Deep sump pan, 347 stroker. It's got the what the hell is it? The junior heads? The ones? No. Ford. I think it's a Ford head, right? There's a Windsor Junior, Windsor Senior, something like that.
Oh, right.
I forget. Anyways, it has E303 in it. So it's actually sitting up right behind me. I love it because it resembles my turd.
The shit box, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, there's no dent in that fender. Actually, the hood's flown off the car. It fell over today, right? The wind just blew it over.
It won't break though.
No, it won't.
It won't die.
Oh, we had it down with 2 fasteners going down the road yesterday, and it's doing one of these. There's a fastener, like one in the front of the one side and one in the back of the other, and it's just floating. We're just waiting for it to go. But it did.
Yeah.
Oh, shitbox, no big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, it hopefully should be an enjoyable car to drive up north to Motor City Fox Fest. Hopefully.
You know what? It was really impressive how well it actually drove down the road. Like,
I know.
Honestly, it was steering all over the place because, well, the steering rack and everything's like front end wise it's toast. But the actual rebound and the ride of the car,
yeah,
actually wasn't that bad.
No.
So, we had one of my coilovers, and then there was still a Lakewood on the other side, which amazingly enough still works.
Yeah.
Because the one that I took out of the driver's side, it was kaput. Like, it was toast.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually, the best way I could sum it up for you guys, being like, I just freshly drove it yesterday, was it's not as bad as you think, if that helps sum things up for you at all.
Oh, yes, you disappointed with the engine bay color.
Who is?
Oh, here, I should have been like showing some of these.
Oh, right.
So what color would have you? So I think a lot of guys said like pink, lime green. Trying to think of what else.
And in all honesty, like that engine bay, for like as rough a shape as it is, it almost doesn't deserve to even be painted.
And in reality, guys, it's all getting stickered out, right? So we anybody who donated parts to the cause, we're doing stickers with everybody's handle, and it's going to get plastered, across the back of the firewall and in the aprons and everything. So we really just wanted a color in the background to make those stand out, and whatever, just to be a conversation piece with the hood off.
I don't think there's any other Foxes out there with an aqua engine bay. So.
Oh, what's this? Victor Jr. Yeah, Victor Jr. That's what it is. Yeah. Thanks, Jeff. Oh, life's a BMW. I remember that one.
What the hell does it stand for again?
Beer's the first one.
I've heard this before too.
It's not Broke My Wallet. That's the other one.
Yeah.
Beer.
Money.
Yeah. What else do we chase as guys?
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll give you that.
So there we go. Beer, money, and women.
I think you're better off finding somebody that's got a Fox body, but.
Safety orange.
Actually.
Yeah, I thought about the orange because it kind of like, But the car almost has an orange look to it. I think that's why.
Would have clashed way too bad.
Yeah. There would have been two suiting maybe. And, we thought do we incorporate the seaside or ocean view or whatever the fuck it's called to into the motor, right? So we were like, oh, do we do some brackets? I almost painted the lower intake. But once we found out that the motor is what it is, like, man, we bought stainless hardware for it today.
Yeah.
Like, no expense spared now.
Once we knew it was a stroker, we're like,
because the motor can always come out. Be kept for something else.
In all honesty, like, as fresh as it looks, it probably should be.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, look at this guy.
Why not black? Come on, Tommy.
You know what? Let's put a Celine wing on it. We'll solve that real quick. A black one.
Right.
Maybe it'll get a pass.
How's your beer?
I'm good. When you were hiding over there, I grabbed one. Oh, what do we got here? Find a royal blue coupe. Tommy T. I know where there's a mint 93 royal blue, 33,000 original miles, but it's not a cheap car, as I'm sure you can imagine. But if you are genuinely looking for one, you can drop me an email. I can get you the details for it.
Oh, Brent's stirring the pot here on the Celine wing.
Please. Yes. Well, Fox might order a Dugan wing.
That's Joe.
Yeah.
89 Screen Puff.
Yeah. I have a Dugan wing, but that's in my stockpile. That's going on my 88 T-top. Car deserves nice body and decent color after the engine fight. But that's the thing. Everybody says don't paint the car.
Well, yeah.
Like the motor doesn't make the car. The foundation of the car makes it. Like the engine's an accessory. Like maybe not back in the day, but today in this day and age.
Yeah.
Like you care about a clean, rust-free body.
Yeah.
More than what drivetrain is in it.
Well,
right?
And actually, it'd mean us laying on the ground, but like the floorboards of that car, and it's not rust. Like it's almost
weird. It's like tears.
It's like someone used it as a getaway car and ran it over a spike belt.
Or like maybe like hit like, the old like wooden posts with the barbed wire.
Yeah.
Like a farmer's field. You know what I mean? Like they just went through, they probably drove over a post with the radiator support, caught it. That's why we think the K member was changed, because we think maybe the impact was so hard on that radiator support, and then probably potentially tweak the K member, or maybe enough stuff on it that they just did this instead.
Yeah.
And it does have a salvage. I did on the Carfax. It did have something happen back in the 2000s or something. Clearly the car got fixed and put back on the road. But yeah, that car, if it could tell us stories.
Okay,
I'm surprised genuinely that somebody hasn't recognized the car yet, because at almost any car that, it's the good part about social is if you're looking for information, usually if you post up your car, somebody will know who owned it or what happened or any of those things. So
Celine wing with some window louvers, Spano. Okay, somebody said make it a show car. Missed the first half. Oh, Joe. Shit. Okay, hang on. We'll revisit your question in a sec, buddy. Somebody said make it a show car after we're done messing with it. We are making it a show car. That's the whole point of this.
Yeah, it's going to a show. It's going to be shown.
And like, I think moreover on that point, I mean, we're surrounded by beautiful cars here right now as we talk to you guys. And don't get me wrong, right? Like, it's unreal being beside a super clean car. Like, Toms or Doms. You know what I mean? Like, these are like premier cars, upper echelon. And we all love them, don't get me wrong. But like, I'm here to tell you, like, working on something like this where you give zero fucks. Like, I mean, you do, but you don't.
Yeah, you just lean over the fender, or pulling the wiring harness
out,
drape it over the fender.
The pry bar gets thrown on the roof. Like, you don't care. And the other beauty, think about this. We actually talked about this with Mike Medley on our pod, is we're talking about, like, going through a little dusty section of road and having like the reverse hydro vac of dust that comes up and over your car. And then you probably took it out that day after a fresh clean. And then that happens. And then you get home, you're like, oh my God, I just want to sit down and have a beer, but I got to clean the damn thing again. We're going to get that bad boy to Detroit. She is not going to see water unless it sees it on the road. Period. Like, and there's something special about that, at least in my humble opinion.
No, I think it's almost like a stress reliever.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Somebody has like, or I've seen the T-shirts. It's like nice paint causes stress, and
huge.
Like, that's kind of an understatement. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, when I was younger, I didn't care. When I daily drove stuff, my white notch that I know, Tom, you love so much. Like, that car's got tons of war wounds and bruises and bumps and whatever. Now it's kind of part of the story of the car, but it's like, I wouldn't want to do that to my silver car.
Yeah.
Actually, even the stock revert, the front end, it could do with a front end respray.
Yeah.
But it's cool to say, hey, the car drove across the country for Mustangs across America and
still gets driven.
Yeah. And got messed up. So.
Yeah. Well, and you guys actually, Tom has talked about this on the 50 Asylum pod a lot. Like, the amount of stress that he puts himself through just to keep that car at the standard that he initially set out to have it at.
Why does he let us drive it then?
Yeah, because he's just a good guy and he trusts us, right? But like, there's a ton of stress that comes from that. And I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I love making stuff look really nice too. And I mean, we're granted the aqua blue is a little out there, but motor's going to look nice and it's going to be put together right and all the right hardware, matching bolts. But there is something neat about that, like, zero fucks given kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. And don't get me wrong. Like, the interior is going to be nice. It's going to, we got to ride our asses in it for 1,800 miles. So like, we're going to want it to be half decent. It's going to have AC.
Yeah.
And all the running gear and everything's going to be great. Oh, where's those Brembos? We got to show you guys the Brembo. They popped up, I think, on your channel.
But you can grab one. It's either in the car or it's in the back of the Lightning. What do we got here? Potholes. Yes, the potholes in Detroit, I'm very well aware. We'll be extra careful. I've driven on a lot of shitty roads. And Andrew, to get to your point, yeah, the shit boxes are fun, and I want to give you a hard time because you need to get the Super Noof together. So anybody who's in on the live feed that's wondering what happened to the Super Noof, Andrew is the one who has that car. And I know he's trying to get the rear end swapped into it, and after that he should be able to drive it. It does need attention in a couple of places, but it shouldn't stop him from enjoying the car. I would love to see a lot of people ask about the car. In fact, there's some close, I guess, former family members that found out that I ended up with the car that have reached out about it. So the car's in great hands. I've known Andrew for a long time and couldn't have gone to a better home, in my opinion. This guy, he's got it hidden under his shirt.
Well, have you seen Tom Clark pop up on here? Is he commenting at all? Because we got to shout him out.
No, he's not on here.
So most of you guys know, if you don't, look him up. Tom Clark, Sinus Built on Instagram. There we go. Boom. Right? Camera's backwards. You got to move the wrong way to
You know what? Good thing we got the big brakes. We got all that power.
There you go. Slow that 347 heart down.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So, yeah, like, it's getting ATS Brembos. It's not, like, it's getting some good stuff thrown at it for sure.
Yeah, it's true.
Powder coated red.
Yes, we are. We are still taking donations, mostly at this point, just because we're, trying to get as much done. Now it's just like today we had to go. We dropped $45 in hardware.
Yeah.
And that was just to get oil pan bolts and some for the timing cover and all that other stuff. So on my website, there's a link. So theinfamousproject.com. and you'll see tbox-Fox right on the homepage. If you click that, there's a couple things left on the list, but all Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, all that stuff is on there for anybody who wants to throw something down. You can always do it through YouTube as well, but I think YouTube takes half. Yeah. I don't know how much. YouTube takes a lot from us. If you guys haven't learned already, we're not rich off YouTube by any means.
Got kids to feed. No, but we are like 100% donating our time. And look, I'm not going to bust a fiddle out here and whatever. Like, we're having a great time, obviously. Yeah. We're buddies. We don't get to do this very often. And it's fun to work on something that you do, but you don't care much about. But it's the people's car, in all honesty. Like, everyone that's donated, I mean, we're so floored and grateful. Okay, like, period. For all of your help and donations. Like, we've had Ryan has donated, like, it looks like a dryer came in this box.
If you guys saw my last video, you guys saw you saw the box and me digging through all the peanuts and everything else, which is actually kind of fun. I think he did it on purpose. Right. He said he didn't, but like, I know that was a couple $100 just to ship that box.
And you know what, guys? I'd look it up, but we're using my phone. You should check him out because he's actually got a really slick air.
Oh, you should go get that.
Yeah, right.
Let's promote that because that's a really nice piece.
Is it? Look his last name up. So
Ryan Wallington.
Right.
So shout out to Ryan for the big box. We had a individual named Jesse. He actually dropped off brand new aftermarket tweed front seat covers. He bought the kit to redo his rears. So now it's what's his name? James Brown, OG Superfly. He donated a rear seat delete kit. So we actually just needed something to fit the front. As much as I wanted to put Recaros up there, not really in the budget. So now we're going to have fresh tweed seat covers. I think I have a set of like Halo headrests somewhere. That'd be cool to stuff in there just to kind of give the look of Recaros without being Recaros. But that's pretty much where we're at with the donations. Vanilla Ice, man, he hasn't got back. I can't say that I don't blame him, but because I feel like he should have at least picked up or seen something with the amount of hype and everything that we had going on with those posts. But haven't heard from him. Not sure. We keep saying if anybody's got a contact or whatever, I'm just gonna have to wait until the next time I run into him and be like, dude, we need to do something, because I would love to personally see that car. And because we know it's not the same car that he had from way back in the day. His original one would have been 87 because it had the mirrors that, not the ear mirrors. It had the early style vert doors that just had the door frames cut with the convertible glass. And his new one is an 89. Well, where'd you put it? There's two in the back of the Lightning. Hopefully he finds them. What else we got here? Oops. DFW Sunday, yes. So I still need to. What's that?
Well, don't help me find it, but let's just show everybody like the generosity of folks.
Oh yeah, I'll just bring the. Okay, let me read a couple things here. Upside down in engine bay pink. Bronze copper colored. What's the fuel pump? Oh yeah, we're gonna have to upgrade the fuel pump now.
Yeah, it actually does sound kind of light now that I think back to yesterday.
Well, you know what? I have an answer. Check this out.
Okay, hold on, guys. We gotta do the flip again. Good grief, I just did this. Okay, camera.
Hopefully.
Ultra wide.
Damn, I keep losing stuff. So we have a brand new Holley Sniper. I'm gonna have to ask the owner of the Celine if he'll part with it, because I ended up putting a different pickup. So if he'll part ways with this, we're gonna have to upgrade the fuel system now.
Right.
Right. So it must have been like their last thing.
We're gonna take a beer with us. Priorities. Yeah, wasn't it in the box for your pickup?
It was. Well, there's two.
Right.
Because I think one's for you, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Clearly you mooched that somehow.
Back outside. Well, No, because he was asking, like, you know, how many you guys want? And I think you thought you were good.
Well, I didn't know he was handing them out.
Good grief, what a yard sale.
Oh, you were picking back here.
Okay, is the Wi-Fi going to go on a dump?
Because it's right in the front. That's I moved it. It's in the green. Right here.
Oh, how the hell did I not see
I
that?
don't know how you didn't see this.
Okay, yeah, so Ryan makes and sells these, folks.
Look, ship box. Actually, let's go bring it to the car. Oh, you want to show the rest of some of the parts, right?
Like, look at this. Brand new carpet,
we got
tailpipes. Oh, Tommy, right?
Got door sill plates. Oh, the Carter's custom stuff, which I broke part of it already.
We're going to fix that.
Yeah, we'll fix it. AC condenser, 3-inch Flowmaster tips.
New rack.
The back of the ship box is filled. Obviously, we're going through gaskets.
Yeah.
We got 24-pound injectors. Hatch struts, I believe. The whole rear seat delete kit sitting on the back.
Yeah.
Of the truck.
OG Superfly Garage. Thank you very much.
What do everybody think of the Moondog?
Oh, yeah. Check out the Moondog. You guys want to see Chris do a lap?
Oh, yeah. We should do that.
This thing is an absolute riot.
Just got to kick the fuel on here.
You got a bomb started? Oh. Fly by. She warming up for a burnout?
Oh. The clutch is too grippy. Tires got too much traction.
Okay, pull the hatch quick and we'll, holy, she's a mosquito killer.
Well, you know what I use in there for the 2-strokes? Just use motor oil.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Can't kill
it. How about the plate, huh? Bam. Yeah, look at the goodies.
Yeah. Oh, so, we get the whole screw kit. Oh, this is good here from Calypso Coyote.
Matt, yeah.
Where is it?
Boom shakalaka. Pioneer amp. Like, yeah, we got some goodies.
Yeah, we got quad shocks, lower control arms, the Tailblazer tail light covers, but I don't think we'll. Those are an eBay purchase, an impulsive eBay purchase.
Right. Oh, the fiberglass inserts.
Oh yeah.
Right, custom engine smoothing. Because nothing's too shitty for the fix box or shit box. Fix box.
So yeah, we're gonna have to do some cutting. I wonder where it goes.
We're gonna cut a virgin engine bay.
I guess it goes in there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Sawzall tomorrow. And then we got to cut through the panel, the smooth panel.
Right.
That's if we even put them in. Like maybe like, I don't know. Because we have a half smooth panel there.
This is true.
This kind of looks stitched. I don't know. It's a tough call, guys.
Some figuring to be done.
Here, let's put a smooth panel in and people can judge.
Mm-hmm.
Give us their opinion. Let's see here. Oh, the boosters.
Ooh, that's going to be tight.
You got to do more hammering to get the booster in.
Look at that. That'll take the Foxtoberfest first place winner right out of Spano's hands.
Yeah, luck out.
Yeah. Shitbox-Fox is coming for your trophies, bud. Okay. It's hotter than hubs of hell out here. We'll bring you back in, folks. Check on some comments. And get this camera flipped. Camera.
Yes. Well, we got to drop the tank to fix
Front.
the hatch, right?
True.
The tank strappage.
Okay, how are we doing here? You probably missed a bunch.
Okay, what is he talking about? The inserts?
Well,
Oh, look at this. Where did you get the fiberglass inserts? Look at this. See, that's the thing. I actually wanted to produce these things, and then I ended up with them randomly.
this is from the.
This is the guy I bought like the shitload of parts off of.
No. Oh, that's where they came from. Right.
Yeah. But yeah, no, they came from a company that's no longer in business. Now, Dugan made them back in the day, apparently. Now, I don't like that design. Like, it's cool, but
A little hokey.
yeah, they could be done. Oh, look, Jason Quinn's got them. So, Jason, do they go, like, are they cut the same way as these ones are? Because I really don't like the way that they're cut. I wish they went all the way down to, like, the edge of the frame rail, and that you get to determine how you want them on the top of the strut tower. But whatever, I can't complain. They came in a lot of parts. So what do we got here? Oh, better scroll up.
Local pubs.
Well, we're going to Dale's in Wahlberg, if you're familiar with the area. G. Do we donate things? I throw stuff to people sometimes when they message me. Honestly, I'm not in the parts business. You know, like I hoard stuff for myself, but like I'm not trying to part out cars or deal with like it's honestly like kudos to anybody who does that, because you know you got to deal with people in marketplace. Like who wants to do that?
Okay, but here's the other side of it. Like maybe in some respects, like no to somebody that you know you don't know personally, but like just yesterday. So the Celine clone, Charles, Tip's buddy that owns it, he's over here with all kinds of issues. It's like, man, I need a rad. I need like, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, no, I got this here. I got that there. So like, I mean, in one context, like,
I think from the community perspective, yeah, like 100%. Like, don't get me wrong. Anybody if you're close to somebody who's got a lot of stuff, you're going to be the first to benefit. So if you're local to me, like even the white notch with the mini tub and the 19-inch wheels, like there was stuff that, you know, I had that, you know, he benefited from because his car was here. And I'm like, oh, you need this. I have those. And it kind of works out that way but you do bring up a good point. It'd probably be worth, like, I don't know, like people like the waffle and the giveaway stuff. So maybe there's something worth, or there's some value or benefit in saying, you know what, donate something. Like I'm sure I got something I can give away.
Yeah.
Or donate.
Yeah, because the whole thing, I mean, actually, John Brooks, was he popping up? Yeah, he was popping up on here.
Yeah.
John Brooks or like Robert Miller. I mean, those guys are dudes that find diamonds in the rough, you know, and like they're always looking and whatever. I mean, if you're in a person's circle, like all my buddies back home, I mean, everybody's always horse trading this for that, or like we got a group message that, you know, somebody pops up that needs some. It's like, yeah, no, got it. Here you go. You know, so I guess, yeah, just, I don't know. It's not like I don't even know how the hell you do that. Hey, everybody, I got this. So anyway.
Who wants it?
Yeah.
So when I did the shop rehab or makeover, whatever you want to call it, I had to move so much of my stuff, right? Because I had to get everything out of here. And then there was a couple things that I found myself, like, you know, when you're like 80% of the stuff, it's like when you're moving like homes, you know what I mean? Like 80% of the stuff, you know where it goes and where to put it. And then that last 20%, you're like, oh, where do I hide this? And I caught myself with this box, and I was going up the loft in the far bay here. And I'm like, if I bring this up there, it's never coming down.
Yeah, it's going to live there.
So, you know, there are things, and I almost thought about like almost like a mystery box. Like if you want this, the problem is now, guys, shipping is so insanely expensive. Oh, what's up, Mary? Hopefully you guys are wearing your tip. Actually, you guys got hoodies, I think, or maybe just Mary got the hoodie, and it's probably pretty warm up there. Yeah. But we'll take that stealth pump. That's why I put that comment there, because I wanted to. You don't need it, we'll take it. We can, because that'll fit perfect in a factory pickup.
Guys, something's going on here between the phone and the computer. There was a fella that just popped up that said, "Stop by my booth at Fox Fest." Oh, here it is. Dad's Fox Body Garage.
All right.
What's up, buddy? How the hell do I don't want to put you in jail, dude. I've been known to do this. Like, I fat finger this phone all the time. Star comment. Did it work?
No.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you might have started, but you didn't share it.
How do you share it? Oh, there's the, look at, put user in timeout. That's the one that I fat fingered last time. Oh, and you can ban user and delete their comments. Good grief.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Dad's Fox Body Garage. Who actually, now that I think about it, I hope I got my wires non-crossed here. He's got a YouTube channel he just started. And it's really good. And actually, I think he's up in Michigan, if I got this all right.
Well, maybe he'll respond.
I know. Yeah, I guess we are talking to people here.
Yeah.
Good grief, I'm like sweating through my shorts here.
Yeah, she's a humid one.
Yeah, buddy, we'll stop by and say hi for sure. Man, I can't wait for this show. Dude, it's going to be a hoot.
Shelby, PayPal is at the Infamous Project. And it should pop up because they use the at symbol now. But yeah, anybody who's in Texas area, yeah, so we will be at the Fox Fest show Sunday. In fact, we're going up Saturday. We don't even know what cars we're taking. It's supposed to get even hotter. My silver notch doesn't have AC. The white notch does. It's just like, it probably shouldn't even got driven to the Chocolate Fox last year because the timing cover gasket is so like sketchy.
That was supposed to have a gear drive on it by the time I got down here.
Yeah. Hey, I offered to put the gear drive in the ship box.
Right.
So it would have sounded cool now. 347 with a gear drive.
True. Hey, actually, I almost forgot. Joe, if you're still on here, buddy, I'll message you after. I'll send you a text and tell you the whole motor story on what we've found. It's cool. You're going to like it.
Yeah, Tommy. The electric, there's a relay for the electric fan. I just got to swap that out because actually the AC works in that car. So I'm thinking it'd be cool to bring the white coupe and the silver coupe to the show because I feel like it's always the silver notch and the strawberry car. But we'll see. Alaska,
aloha. And does it say
one strange Alaska?
Okay, one strange Alaskan aloha. Cool. He's probably not sweating his ass off right now.
Never know.
No, that's true. What's the temp in Alaska right now, wherever you are, bud? I'd be interested to know. I got one of those Dominator 800 sides. Okay, yeah, Joe is still on here. Yeah, buddy, I'll whatever tell you the scoop after. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I guess we got to talk about the North Texas Fox Body Club, right?
Yeah.
We're going to be heading up to that on Saturday.
Yeah.
A little group of us. Going for the night, which should be fun. Kind of be the only break we get from
Pretty
wrenching.
much. Yeah.
As long as nobody breaks down, I guess. Might be wrenching on the road.
45 to 60.
Oh, I'd take that right now.
I wouldn't.
Just a quick little blow through of the shop to cool her down. Beauty.
Turn the HVAC on.
Oh, I thought the thermostat controller was locked. That's why I'm going through so many beer.
What's the problem? We got the doors open and everything else. Actually, the breeze was nice earlier. A weird thing about, down here, I find it gets hotter like back in Canada, I found that like 2 p.m. was always the peak of the heat. Here it's like 5 p.m.
Right.
So, and then the stickiness comes and everything else. But
sticking to the leather. Okay, what else do you guys want to know? You got any more?
I had too many beers. I shouldn't be on that bike. I've had way more beers on that bike. I had a flashlight strapped to the handlebars once, and I drove it. I think it was like 8 miles. I even like crossed the toll road, and like Charles was in the Forerunner, like pacing me because we were determined to see how far it would go. And it made it.
Huh?
Like I said, it has 5 more mile an hour with no air filter on it.
I bet.
And it has like just this tone of. Actually, there used to be a famous, I think it was a YouTube video, and it was a little, what the hell, scooter on nitrous against like a WS6. So it's a kid on his scooter, and they're lined up, and I forget what it is, like the TA revs or whatever, and then the kid on the scooter purges his nitrous out of the handlebar, like psh, psh, and gives him the finger, and they take off, and all you hear is this like thing, like, and that's actually what the Moondog sounds like with no air filter on it. So I just get flashbacks to that video. I wonder if anybody on here knows the video I'm talking about. Is priceless.
There, I guess you can kind of tune into these things pre to the live. I wonder if
you like you could watch from the beginning and then
just seen the Moondog, even though she's been parked for a few minutes now.
Moondog's great.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So if you're in Texas, come on, the Dallas area, come by and say hi, because we're going to be hanging out there with a handful of foxes. And Detroit, the Motor City Fox Fest, where the tbox-Fox will be come hell or high water. Because this is just, kind of trip 1 of 2, which in a perfect scenario, we can walk away from this going, oh man, we're ahead of schedule. Or
that's why you haven't booked your flight back yet, because you don't know how much time you need.
I still got it. My wife might be watching this too. Hi love, if you are. I might have to sweet talk her and get another break from the kiddos. Which, by the way, I don't know if anyone's interested in this or not, but my middle girl, Abby, kicked ass today at her regional track.
She's not human.
Dude, she was
move. Like an ostrich. like these legs, just like in this relay race. I was like, holy shit.
I showed Tim this video, and she's like a Power Stroke diesel. Like, it's just this like whoop, 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 and gone. And it's the first time I seen the video, I'm like, this must be fast forwarded or something. Like, because she's at the tail end of this relay race and blows by all 4 or 5 other kids. Wild. So anyway, if you're watching, Abby Bear, love you, and good work, kiddo. Earmuff it if you are, because we've been swearing like sailors here.
Blue Celine clone, not for sale.
Yeah.
I have a nice 90 red notch for sale. If anybody's interested, the low miler. Found out a little bit of history to that car. If you guys haven't heard the last pod, it was on the last pod. I think I talked about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 3 things we had to bring up. 3 things that nobody had heard yet.
So that's one of them?
Mm-hmm.
And then what was the other one?
Air ride.
Oh, did you talk about it yet?
Yeah, we did on the pod.
Oh, I thought you meant tonight we needed to bring it up.
No.
All right.
That was the pod.
Are you going to leave that there?
We could. There are some people I've been chatting with, a bunch of folks, like some folks that listen to the pod, and they're like, whoa, what's going on here?
So let me think about this for a second. So you're going to have all these cool mods. Is Declan done yet?
Not that I know of.
By the time you get home.
I don't know if Kyle's on here or not, but he and I haven't talked a little bit. Not because we're friends off or anything. We're still buds.
So in reality, because there's another element to your car that we've discussed, but that isn't open. That would be a game changer in terms of appearance, right? Yeah. So in reality, you are set up to completely transform the look of your car.
Yeah.
And you can't go to Foxtoberfest this year.
I know. Yeah.
Unless something happens. But yeah, so how are people going to see this car?
I know. It's got to happen. Well, maybe that'll be it. Maybe the maiden voyage will be the big reveal.
Well, there you go.
Right? No, I'll have to
Would
put
that
some
be too
YouTube
much
stuff
stress
on it.
though? Like,
No.
would you road trip that car after all that's done?
Yeah.
You would? Okay.
Yeah. Like, sure, it's a original paint car, but
How many
when you
miles
see
are
the
on it?
video, miles would be, it's got 118,000 K. So
18? Is that all?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't even drive it.
short distances. It's
Makes
actually
sense.
not even plated right now. That's why I took the gas door to Kyle. So yeah,
So you just drive the Vert everywhere.
Yeah, well, the Vert's got collector plates. It literally cost me like $148 to insure that thing for the year. It's unreal. So, anyway, now you guys experience what the back end conversation goes on while we're twisting wrenches.
Yeah. Joe, I like the way you're thinking, but now he's not doing that.
Oh yeah.
He loves his Xenon kit. I think because you're probably the only notch in the North America with one on it that is.
Somebody sent me a
in the wild.
pic, and it could be old. The pic. I think, whatever. I've droned on a long time about this, but like one of the neatest parts about it is what's kind of like the Blowzilla, right? Granted, they're remaking those, but they're not remaking the Xenon kits, so it's neat from that perspective. Anyway, in my opinion, you just don't see them. I mean,
yeah.
We tried our best to check out everything at Foxtoberfest. I didn't see another one.
No.
So
there was someone posted up. They said it was a Xenon kit for sale in Florida. Did Lewis send it to you?
Yeah.
That's his buddy Eddie.
Yeah.
I don't know if it actually was though.
Right.
The side skirts didn't look right. Anyways, that's.
And in all honesty, like mine, granted, it's been on the car and for the most part garage kept, but it stood up well. Like whatever they pump those things out of that polyurethane or whatever it is, it stands up pretty good.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
So, okay, what do we got here? Anybody want to know anything? Why isn't there any Fox Body Fest in CA? Yeah, I know, but so Albert, can you put that up there?
Yeah.
I hear you, buddy. You know, like I'm straight north of you, right? In British Columbia, Canada. And we kind of get the shit end of the stick for shows. But I'll put my hand on my heart and tell you this. If you get the opportunity to head out east and check out one of these shows like Jen, Foxy Events, right, is now officially that. You know, she's putting on Chocolate Fox and Foxtoberfest. Like, these shows are, I don't know. Once you've been, I'm literally getting chills telling you this, and it's 300 degrees.
Chills,
buddy. I do
thinking about that stuff. All right.
I get emotional over these
It's
cars.
not just what is it?
A saying?
A
Yeah, no, not at all. Like they change your life, literally. If you think you got a love for these cars, and more importantly, the people that drive them, you haven't seen anything.
How big was your when you brought the '87 Dutch car? You went to that little show. Like, how many cars were there? Or that wasn't just Fox bodies. You just had a Fox body area.
Yeah. Yeah. Like there's, I'm guessing maybe like 20 Foxes in Kelowna there. But yeah, it's a mix of everything. It's just kind of a hot rod, cars and coffee.
So speaking of that car, Jay's thinking of letting it go.
Really?
Yeah. So I told him to reach back.
4,800 miles later.
Yeah, I told him to reach out to, what's his name? I can't remember his damn name now. Anyways, back to the original owner, and I'm like, man, you might want to reach out to him. Like, he's in Europe, but we know how much he loved that car.
Yeah. So
might be one of those deals. Anyways, I'm going to talk to Jay a little bit more about it. I said, reach out to him and then let me know, and then we'll see what happens. Yeah, he wants to focus on the silver one, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and get it restored back. I think he's stuck on the number thing,
right?
Which I understand.
Well, the other one's numbered. It's actually like almost more of a rare numbered car
because it's like an official endorsement.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
But yeah. Anyway, actually, wasn't there a California show? I think Lance went out to it. Like there was a big California show that
there was, but you know what? Those guys do all that dumb shit out in the what is that? That when they shut down the,
In the
intersections and they run into people, and like I can't, like I always see a 5-0 gang. He must be from Cali. He always posts all those videos of that stupid shit happening. I just shake my head. Like, hey, there's a Cali Coupe's back in Cali.
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
and looking good.
Yeah, I know.
I'm following him. Yeah.
She bought the car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are female subscribers because she's called me up. Hey, I'm subscribed, and you know I'm looking for a Fox body. And
I don't think you told me this. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I reached out to her and sent her some videos I had taken of it from here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So,
yeah, no, she's super happy with it. She actually bought a hatch with low miles, sight unseen. You know, sent the money, bought the car, and that was right before she reached out to me, and she sent a deposit on that hatch at the time. And then I said, well, the Cali Coupe's for sale, and this is what it is. This is how much I want. And she's like, oh, I might have to eat my deposit on this other car. I should have reached out to you first. And hopefully she doesn't mind me saying this. So she didn't want to lose the deposit. She was like, screw it. I'll just take both. I'll have a hatch and I'll have a coupe.
Right.
And so she got the hatch, and I guess it's like it's clean from a rust perspective, if I understand correctly, but it was, you know, she ended up ripping like carpet, like the whole interior had to come out.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't represented as well as she had hoped, but as long as it's a clean, solid car, I think she'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, it's cool. There you go. Chick with 2 Fox bodies.
Yeah. Here we're behind on these. Still got people joining in. What's up, everyone?
Ivan, no, that red Fox is still for sale, and it might end up at the Fox Fest show. Actually, I might bring it there, and
here you go.
Or if anybody wants to buy it, then they can.
Big Fox show is famous.
They can pick it up there. Organize my own car, man. I've had enough conversations with Jen, and I've had enough conversations. So Jen, who puts on Foxtoberfest, and I've had enough conversations with Bill Butler, who's putting on the Fox Fest show. Of course, they both have their crews. They all work together. So I'm not trying to say these individual, and that's the key. I am a one-man show, except for when Gary flies down here. So to try and organize a car show, I can barely. I was telling Gary earlier today, I'm like, dude, you do a really good job at managing your work, still taking pictures and posting and whatever else, because I like get in these zones. We both get in the zones because we actually came up with because I asked you if you were hungry or thirsty or whatever it was, and you're like, nope. And it was that whole, I'm not allowing myself to eat or drink or whatever it might be until the fucking job is done.
Yeah.
So, with that said, it's just too much. I would love to put a show on, or at least like a small event. Maybe I'm moving to another commercial space at the end of the month. So maybe once I'm in there and settled, it has more room and more accommodating to have some cars. So maybe just like a
little cars and coffee deal.
Yeah, like a little, what is that? Home warming, house warming, whatever.
Open house
/ new warming, shop warming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Mike, want to see the car at the air ride and supercharger? Yeah. Trust me probably more than you, buddy. And I don't want to, I never know where anybody is in the whole scheme of story, right? So if you caught our pod, then you kind of know all the story and we'd bore you to death. Oh, who's donating money? Good grief.
Oh, shit.
Oh, dude, I'm going to fat finger it again.
It's a beer fund.
Where'd that go?
So this must be...
It's like slower or something, hey? Or it doesn't refresh fast enough?
Oh, that's quick, because he's saying if you put something together, I'll drive up. Oh, there it is. That's weird.
Yeah, it's...
Okay, whoever donated the $20, please type a message. So we know who you are.
Oh, it just shows up. Sorry, guys. Christ, we got yak.
Oh, man, that's a beer fund.
Oh, here.
No, you're good.
Oh, here we go.
I'll think first.
Think First Productions.
Thank you.
Get y'all some beer. Thanks, buddy. That's
Love
awesome.
it. Beer fund is important.
Yeah.
Phoenix. Love Arizona.
Yeah, me too.
I want to, like,
good dry heat.
I want to do a Barrett Jackson one year. Not to deal with all the pretentiousness and all that, because Donkey Fix It does a really good job at like
sifting through all that
croc comparison and stuff like that, you know. But yeah, it'd be good to just drink beers and just check out the cars and a little bit of the vibes. I know a lot of people are like, oh, that place and whatever, but I think it's one of those you got to at least go once.
Yeah. Dude, I wonder if we can show that video he edited up for me walking into your place.
We can probably, oh no.
I know, right? We're on the
That's
damn
dangerous.
Phone.
You can probably do a share, but that might be dangerous to do it.
I don't know if you can from a phone.
What's up? ScrewTube won't allow me. I would, but ScrewTube won't allow me. What are you doing?
Where are you looking?
Or just reading this comment.
Oh, from Alaska.
Yeah. Grilling and chilling. Well, we grilled tonight.
Yeah, good steaks.
Yeah,
real good
steaks,
especially in Texas.
Oh, yes, I do.
Do you what?
So,
T-top.
Andrew Callan, who was in earlier, that I said owns the Super Noof now. So the T-top's actually at his house. So it's one of the few last cars that I need to arrange to get transported. Like the car needs a lot, so you know it's not going to be a quick build by any means, but it's definitely one that I want to have. I was chatting with Lewis the other day, and he was saying how a friend of his is going to get a T-top notch, and I don't know, but here's my take on this. And Gary, I want your opinion.
Okay. Look at this. We got people out of the loop too. Shit.
We
could tell stories all night, guys. We
got
a fridge full of beer, so and we're stuck to the couch.
Okay, so like 20 years ago, I thought a T-top coupe was the coolest thing.
Right.
Because it's like, you know, it was a coupe. And you know what? 20 years ago, a lot of people people who were racing Foxes like coupes, and in Canada we like coupes, but I feel like they weren't as
body kits.
Yeah, they weren't as hot. But anyways, the T-top coupe was cool. Now I feel like a lot of people still think that they're cool, the ones that are original, and you know, not having been cut into. But
yeah,
I actually feel like a T-top coupe looks weird. I feel like it looks better on a GT. There's just something about the look, and same thing. I like it better with the T-roofs in.
Right.
Even though that they're there, because you can tell there's that break in the roof line. And
we're sitting here looking at the stalker version, just in case anybody's wondering, right?
Yeah. As I'm like, just keep the glass in, keep the roof up. And yeah, that's my take on the T-top.
Right. Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny. Oh shit, where was this now?
There-ish.
It's backwards, hey? Like I want to turn it that way, but then I'm out and then I go this way and you're out.
Holy Joe, come on, man.
Good grief, guy. Put this toward the gas fund, boys. What a guy. Thanks, buddy.
Awesome.
Jeepers.
We appreciate that.
Hey,
man. We got to go visit him.
I know. And we're also looking for a Snap-on sponsor if you know anybody, Joe.
Actually, you know what Snap-on tool I saw? I witnessed it the other day because normally I'm not very, like the Snap-on battle. It's like, you know, you can get a different tool, but this power steering pump puller, or what I guess the pulley puller for power steering, that Snap-on kit, phenomenal.
Right.
Like, because obviously our pulleys have been on our pumps for so many years now. If you try and borrow the tool from O'Reilly's or Part Source or wherever the hell, like that pulley is not coming off. You're going to end up just doing damage. And actually it happened to the Celine clone. So that's why I'm saying this. So me and Charles tried to get the pulley off with an O'Reilly's puller and it wasn't coming. And Charles had a freshly powder coated power steering pump bracket. So we wanted to pull it apart and swap it. So it would be the black powder coated bracket. we couldn't get the pulley off, and we're just like, sure, the car needs to go back together. Put everything back together. Pulley's doing this.
Oh,
from trying to use that O'Reilly's puller kit.
really?
So we took it down to Byron's. Byron had the snap-on thing, and it was just like
Zip, zip.
quality, and it was zip zip. And mind you, I think he said it was. Joe, let me know how much that puller kit is. I think he said it was like $500 or something. But I don't know. You'd have to do a lot of power steering pump pulleys. But
Yeah.
you know, you're only as good as your tools.
Yeah. I'll take one too for your donation. Look at that. You're getting tools bought.
What's this? Is he putting the part number of the kit down?
What a guy.
He's like, oh yeah, there's the kit probably. Yeah, how much does that CJ3 PSA run?
The best on the Big Island right there. You need anything snap on, you go see Joe.
Fastest 5.0 in my shop. This is a great question.
Okay, before we go to that, if anybody hasn't checked out the 5.0 Asylums pod with Joe on it, make sure you go and do that. Wherever you listen to podcasts. Joe's been on our pod twice. I mean, the guy, like, we probably should just pay him to come on ours more often. Like, he's just an absolute gem. So anyway, always wicked insight, and yeah, real hoot to listen to. Okay, fastest 5.0. I think it's on. Are we guessing?
You have some Celanes over there that are boosted too. Because everything counts, whether it's mine or not. And I have the answer, but I guarantee you're not going to.
You have it guaranteed, lock, stock,
guaranteed, I know what's the fastest car in here right now.
Those two are both NA.
Number 9's boosted. But come on, the Celanes over there, they're boosted. You got 331 and 347 stroker.
Oh. I think I got to go with the big cubic inch. You got to go with the clone.
So everybody, and you're wrong.
Really?
Yeah. Because there's a 5.0 in here that you're not considering.
I don't know.
It's red.
Oh, come on. Nobody's going to bite on that.
It's a 5.0.
Well, yeah, but it's a German 5.0.
Doesn't matter. The question was.
That is cheeky, but.
The fastest 5.0 in your shop. That was really good. You know what? That would have been good for.
That's good trivia.
That would have been good. Good giveaway question. Yeah.
All right, so the M5 is, I guess, apparently.
Yeah, because I don't think it's 650 crank, 541 to the wheels.
Oh wow!
So I don't think
we got to go for a ride in this after a fresh shower, not
anytime
after work. Yeah, that either. Yeah.
Because I think the Celine clone is probably capable of making enough power, but I don't know now because it's had the pulley swap, but I don't think it'd be that much.
Here's something kind of cool for you guys. Anybody on here heard Hooker's catback exhaust system on a car? Because,
Blackheart.
Dude, I'm here to tell you, this sounds sick. We did a heat cycle on it, and wow, like unreal how good this stuff sounds.
Yeah. And it might be like, you got 331, so you got the displacement. You got Hooker long tube headers.
Yeah. Pretty stuff too.
Yeah.
Like,
and
really
then it's full, and I forget the better stainless. Is it 309? 30. I know there's two types. Anyways, it's the thicker walled stuff. And it's full 3-inch, like header back. And guys, I haven't released the video on putting that kit on the car. So I have to say, one of the best catbacks I've ever, well, not even catback, full exhaust I've ever installed on a car and not complained about.
There you go. 200 mile an hour 5.0. Yeah, that thing sounds unreal. And this is like no discredit to all the bits and pieces. It's just like, that's a healthy little power plant. So like it almost makes that 3-inch exhaust kit sound like 2-inch. Like it's so snappy and punchy. It's actually, I don't know if Dom's still kicking around, but like it's maybe not that like sharp. Like Dom's car is quite sharp and crisp.
Right.
This is crisp, but like with a real nice round tone to it. It's beautiful. It sounds unreal. Hooker's not paying us to say this, by the way. Nobody pays us to say any of this shit, in all honesty. So
Hooker Header's been in the game as long as prostitution. I love it.
Yeah, but you know what? Their gear looks good. Looks way better than BBK. I'll tell you that much right now.
Yeah, and I have to say, like the clearances, it's like they maximized every like 30 seconds of an inch.
Yeah.
Like in terms of stuff moving, like the way that the steering shaft just barely clears, the clearance from the K member, everything. So
what else we got here? Here's Spano. He's still in there. My ear's still bleeding from your car, buddy. In a good way.
Best HCI combo. You know what? I want to say my silver notch.
Not anymore. Shitbox-Fox, buddy.
Yeah, but we got to get all back together and run. It'd be a toss-up between my silver notch and Dutch number 5, the 347 stroker. And funny enough, I bet you the shitbox in this car, they'd be a great
drag race.
Yeah, a great race,
right?
To see which one, because it's pretty much the same setup in different fashion.
And if you want a decent, like, third party, never ever, I didn't even expect for it to happen, and this isn't a self-promotion. Whoever it was that said this, or no, sorry, the US best HCI setup, Chris mentioned the Dutch car, or his silver car. He let me drive it the last time I was down here, and like it really truly is a treat in so many different respects. But like, you hear me go on about it in the video, like it's a super strong car that's very enjoyable to drive. Like it feels like driving a new car, in all honesty, both power and ride. And I mean, it's low mile car, so it's very, very crispy, but it runs very, very good, very strong.
Yeah. What do we got here?
I'm getting a bedtime reminder. My phone's trying to tell me something. We should actually plug my phone in here, by the way,
so it doesn't die on you.
I'm sticking to the couch.
What do we got here? What cam's in the ship box? We don't know, man.
We tried.
We had that like quick moment of, okay, the timing cover's off. Let's just pull the
top roller
and see. And then it was like one of those moments like, oh yeah, they stamp it on the back side. So we weren't going to pull the cam out just to see what's in there. We know the lobes look good.
Yeah. Right? Super clean, like looking up from the bottom side.
Yeah.
And we loosely kicked around the idea of doing head gaskets, but like, it's one of those things. I mean, granted, there's an argument to be made that we're this far in, why wouldn't you do it? There's another argument to be made that like, don't fix it if it ain't broken, right?
Yeah.
And it's the shit box. I mean, those are seasoned gaskets. But that said too, like, we're, I think, both of the opinion that like, we don't know how seasoned it really truly is. Like, it looks pretty shiny.
Yeah, because like if you look at because there's the one theory, right? The theory is if it was in something else and it came out to be put into that car, did they do the flywheel and the clutch?
Right.
And that would explain why that looks pretty much brand new. Like you can still see like the marks like on the flywheel, right?
Then you got the trunk floor that's been cut out of it.
Yeah.
And like this thing was in some respects possibly going race car.
Yeah. So it's a whole bunch of unknown in there, honestly.
We are though, like, because we have the same sickness that a lot of you guys do, where it's like, okay, what can we like get the magnifying glass out and see, smell, hear? Like we're running forensics in every nut and bolt.
And all that we could really, it's running pig rich. You know, the plugs were all wet.
I'll grab one for you guys.
They You know, it was puffing a little, but that could have been just from running so rich, to be honest with you, because it did have a check engine light. If you guys remember the video, somebody cut the connector for the scan tool, so I couldn't even hook that up at the time. So we got, the reality is, like, even when Gary took the fuel rails off, he disconnected the main line, even though that there's pressure gas that's been run through it after I flushed everything out. Like, you could smell that old fuel. Like, it was just like making you want to throw up.
I don't know how well you guys can see this, but anyway, an example of 3 of the plugs. There wasn't really any cylinder that looked much better than the next, but but now here's another thing, and you know, we could drone on forever.
We probably need to gap them accordingly too, right? We don't know.
Yeah.
I think I just went with stock gap, not thinking that it was anything special in there.
A little snappy unit.
Yeah.
But like, now this thing, the computer is laying on the passenger floor, okay? And is that the one that you shook all the dirt out of?
Yeah, so the computer that was in the car.
Like, it's not tuned, which it should be. It's a little stroker.
Yeah. Like, so the computer that came in the car started the car. Finally, it took a really long time for the car to get going, and it was something really weird where it wasn't, even though the fuel pump would stay on, it just wouldn't want to fire the car for whatever reason. And then I took that old computer that was came with something, the parts car, but like it was an extra one. It was literally laying on the ground. So that's the one that all the dirt and like the ocean fell out. In fact, even when I think went to put it in the car, there was a loose bolt that was in there, probably crossed and shorting out some wires or some connectors inside. So that's actually what's been running the car, which I'm sure can't be running fabulously either.
I mean, like, overall though, like, it ran pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's amazing how sometimes you go out of your way, you buy all the best parts and all of the right things, and you put it all together, and it doesn't want to run right. And then you get something like this where it's like a mishmash of parts and no fucks.
You guys should see the wiring.
Oh yeah. Like everything from the push button to the horn to
the push button lead that went to the solenoid. Somebody had stripped the insulation off it, wound it around in a loop, braided the top end of it, threw it on the stud, and ran the nut down. Like, there is, I guess you tried a different coolant temp sensor and stuff, but like, it's really bubble gummed together. We're going to try to fix and rectify a lot of that.
And you know what? It's one of those things. I feel like, and you said it earlier, that sometimes all the money goes into the motor and then everything else just gets half-assed because they don't care about how pretty it is or whatever, as long as it's functional. And, you know, you got the reliability of the motor. Some people just doesn't care what the rest of...
Dude, it probably ran strong on a Friday night when it was going. You know what I mean? Like, I bet that thing made a lot of people's feelings hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Because it, like, it felt like, you know, the whole thing was going to implode on us when we were giving her a little bit. And we videoed all this. So this is coming up. We've been running her ragged here. So stay tuned to the YouTube channels for all that BS. But yeah, we got one camera in the corner, Tip's holding his camera. So we filmed the whole very first ride along. You'll see what we mean. Like, the gear shift is banging around and hood's going to fall off. But all that said, like, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Like,
well, that's good.
Yeah.
Cause like you were a hard no in the beginning.
Oh dude. I thought like, there was better donors.
We have that podcast. We could play that back. Like, no, I'm not riding in that rat trap and blah, blah, blah. It took a lot of peer pressure to convince you.
It was a tag team with War Admiral and John Brooks and Jesse Hill and the boys from the 5 Asylum, but they were eating me up. Like, I got lit up about my hair. I got lit up about the shit box. I got lit up on everything that night.
But I got to answer Joe here. So Joe, the long tubes, they're actually not, they're further away from the bell housing than anything. So you're actually closer to. Do
you want to raise her up?
Your tabs. Yeah, we could.
You guys want to see under the Celine?
Yeah,
let us know. If not, we'll sit here and just drink beer with you.
Yeah, so they're closer to the tabs that come out for your transmission mount, and the triangular flange, that is there on the ends of them, that actually is pretty close to the floorboard. So I cut those triangular flanges off, and I actually used band clamps onto the Blackheart exhaust, because that's how it's designed to be run. So that exhaust system is actually meant to be on a Coyote swap or an LS swap car.
Don't say that.
And to be used with the Coyote or LS swap headers. And I just took a chance, because I'm like, worst case scenario, I just got to fit from where that X pipe comes to the backside of long tubes. I just cut the damn flanges off, put band clamps on, and it bolted right up.
Okay, we can answer this one real quick. Did I put that up? Which car? Yeah, just the shit box. Or no,
my SN95. My
The
SN95
green.
will be there. So JJ, I know that the organizer, he wants a Dutch Fox body there. That's why I asked you if you were bringing your car. If you know anybody that is bringing a Dutch car, please let me know so I can let him know, and I don't have to, because I really don't want to have to transport a car just for the sake of it. I just want to make sure that there is a Dutch aero car Fox, because a Fox body platform goes beyond so-called the proper 5.0 Fox. Let's put it that way.
Michael Moon. So I don't personally, but a really good resource for this, and I think there's a few of them out there. But
the important thing here is quarter horse is no more.
Yeah.
So my Fox body neighbor actually was on a quarter horse, and I was messing around with his tuning, doing data logging, going back and forth. And it was funny enough, because I never dealt with it that much. And then when I was doing it, I'm like, man, there's like a pretty good delay and, going back and forth. But that was clearly at the tail end of things. So whether he was overwhelmed, or I don't know why he transitioned, but that one's out of there. But what's the other one? Leech?
Yeah. Which them and or like just going full blown Holly seems to be kind of the.
I have to say, guys, and Gary saw it firsthand. The Celine car is a Terminator X install, and I've ripped out more Terminator X setups going back to stock than I've installed. And putting the one on this car, it's pretty much like just plugging in your injector harness and
a couple sensors.
Yeah, like if you wire up aftermarket, oil temp, coolant temp, fuel pressure sending units, then that's pretty much the extent of it. And if you can do that and car fired up, other than I messed up the injector per hour flow rate initially, and the map sensor was a 2-bar, not a 3-bar. And as soon as I hit those parameters, the Holly took it over from there.
Right.
So now, not everybody's got Holly money. That's probably why he's asking the question.
Well, and Michael, something I'll tell you, you can, just whenever you're done here, check out Tech Motion, TECMOTION. Matthew Puzzi, he's a good friend of mine. He's got a YouTube channel, got a website. You can Google him or whatever. I've done a few videos with him talking about all this. I know he actually does, because he's a tuner and a Red Seal mechanic. He's a brilliant human being. I was just talking to him the other day about this whole blower system that I'm going to be farting around with here in the very near future. And he still has a couple
you keep going.
in quarter horse like chips in inventory. So you might luck out. And I know he doesn't like dealing with people at a distance, just because there's a lot of, unforeseen things that can happen. But when I was talking to him about this whole Kenny Bell situation, I said, what are we going to do here? Because obviously we're going to have to update my car. And he's like, I'm getting so low on these quarter horses, you're going to have to mail me yours, and I'll, give you like a base tune to get it going and get it on a trailer. And then he'll mail it back to me, and then I can get it over to him on a trailer. So anyway, long-winded way of saying, like, don't wait. If you want to fart around with one of these, get on it. But that's the advice I got for you. Hey, for all of you folks, you very, very kind folks that have stuck around, you're in for a treat. You can hear that in the background. take you for a tour under that second car. It's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, come on, please. Let's see this thing. Okay, it's coming. Oh, Spano. Well, customer car, right? Final deadline for the shit box ASAP. But no, I don't know. We're gonna know more in the coming days, but it's coming to Detroit. Period. Okay, that's happening. I flew all night, and Christ, I think by the time I went to bed last night, I'd been awake for well over 40 hours. And so, like, come hell or high water, that car's going to Motor City Fox Fest. I wonder if the motor never went in the car it was built for. Yeah, Joe, it's a good point, buddy. I'll give you more detail on this later, Joe. I'll give you a buzz. Okay, let's push rod forward in a Fox body. Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's spin you around here, folks. You're in for a treat. It's pretty awesome. Let's do this damn camera thing again.
Just don't show them those shitty clamps.
Right. Camera. Back. Ultra wide. Okay, guys. We're going to grab a adult pop. And we'll go check this unit out. Okay. Okay, drum roll, please.
Still got to straighten some stuff out. But...
Well, it's under the knife still, right?
yeah, just need the disclaimer.
Right.
Diff cover's not on yet.
Yeah, don't worry. Look, like, just so you know, we're not lying to you.
Go back.
Yeah. Just so nobody knows we're not lying to them. Like, it is under construction, okay? But the shit box is taking precedent at the moment. So, yeah, it's a super, super clean car.
Yeah, I guess just show Joe these.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was concerned about the bell housings. There's actually a T56 in this car, guys. So tons of room here. You can actually get the mini starter out. No issues. No issues on your clutch quadrant.
So here, hang on, just in case somebody's commenting. Sorry, guys. I got priorities in my other hand and I can't zoom down to the comments. Or maybe they're even behind. Yeah, I don't know, Joe, if I'm giving you the view you need here or not, buddy, but little tight on the K member, but they fit in there pretty nice. Especially for 3-inch. Good grief.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to, yeah, if anybody's going to Fox Fest, this car will be there.
Yeah, Motor City Fox Fest. You can see this unit in person. It's a little harder to roll under them, so this is the sneak a peek. Stuff you can't see when it's parked on the ground, but
lots of bling.
Yeah, it's shiny. We'll give you a top view here too. We'll drop it down after, but
you gotta finish the alternator. Oh, there's that fucking see shakedown leak.
The shakedown, folks. Me and Chris talk about this lots. You get to the point where you're starting your car. Actually, I don't know if Billy Trammell's on here or not, but I know he just experienced this with that beautiful silver notch of his. Like, you get to that final point where you're ready to fire it up, and you're about 70% of the way there, in all honesty. Dom Spano, like, oh, and he is still on here too. Christ, like, all of us said this at Foxtoberfest. We're like, man, we wouldn't even want to turn a wrench on this car of yours because it's so beautifully done. And then what does he do? Gets home from Foxtoberfest,
rips it apart,
pulls the motor.
Yeah. Oh.
And made it even better. So, yeah, shakedown's a real deal, guys. You got to be ready to rock and roll with these things. Like, it ain't for the faint of heart, but it's all for the love of the sport. right?
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty car. Check out these sterns too. How sexy are these things? Especially that back lip unit. Good night.
Yeah. The 17s weren't doing it for him.
Right. Yeah, not only do you get the opportunity to see one set of sterns, you can see two.
Those are hopefully going to end up on the clone car here.
Ooh.
And finish it off.
Yeah. Those wheels look pretty good on there though, hey?
They're not bad. The tires are bad. But
Right.
Yeah, they do all right. Sterns will look better. More bling factor against the Sonic Blue.
Oh yeah, we got Creeps Friday. Super clean. Strong straight 300 manual 4-speed. Oh, there you go. Those 300s, I mean, they'll pull a house down. But good grief, they will not pull a hill. That's for damn sure.
What's that?
Those Ford like 300 inline sixes.
Oh yeah.
Actually, they're
Man, the torque's insane though.
They are.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, pull a hill. You don't know if you should be in third or fourth or whatever. Looks tight. Yeah. If there's anything else you want to see here, guys, just let us know. Quick tour of the Calypso car. That's one that hasn't got a lot of love tonight. She's a little dusty, but
actually, yeah, Tom Clark just finished up a set of ATS Brembos with Calypso Brembo. Custom Recaros for it.
Ooh.
Even did the rear.
Nice. I really got to tighten the screws on this holder.
But yeah, actually, Dom will appreciate the engine video on this.
Yeah, Dom, if you're still hanging out, buddy, probably got to work early, but yeah, that's Spano quality right there.
Just needs that Godzilla.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be cool, hey?
Yeah, I'll get a bunch of Serbinator hardware for the fenders and everything, and should be rocking.
Okay, what do we got here? Oh yeah, Spano is still watching. Love it. That looks pretty cool from this view, eh? Silver Dutch. That's a good profile.
Yeah. It's lifted, but it's slammed.
There you go. All at the same time. Slammed and tucked. Okay, guys, I don't know if we're boring you to death here or not, but you know me and Chris, we can go all night, so.
Yeah, we actually got work to get done.
That's true, actually, yeah. So if this, if we don't make it to Motor City.
Yeah, we blame the line.
We're blaming you guys.
Now we got a beer fund too, shit.
Yeah. Good grief. That's going to keep us. No, that'll make us work harder.
Oh, I need luck locating that Twilight GT. So, a lot of people have actually reached out to me on some Twilights, and hopefully, we're going to. I think I might have Old Man Mustang convinced for that one that I want.
Right.
So stay tuned, guys. I might have my Twilight GT coming. Cotter Factory. Damn, homie must be. That's Charles.
Oh, right.
He's finally done work watching lives.
Catching up on the live.
You might want to reach out to Byron. He never called me today, and we were like go all day. So yeah, you want to get probably get your bracket sorted out tomorrow.
And you want to rewind the live and see the hot pass and the Moondog.
Alamar Cruise in November. I'll probably miss it, to be honest. There's just too much between Foxtoberfest, probably SEMA, and everything else. going to do this Lone Star Fox Fest. And I think that's actually going to be a really good show. Buffalo. Right on. Man, everybody's just coming in now.
Rattle trap
telling
Fox. I know.
I think we got to do these later.
We can sit here all night, folks. Well, no, we can't, but like,
Yeah,
we'd like to.
Well, maybe we just need to do it again. So what's tomorrow? Thursday? Friday night will probably be a night.
Well, that or like, we even kicked around the idea of doing like what we're doing with the shitbox live.
Yeah.
So
we just have to, like in true infamous project spirit, just live, but it's just hard to manage your feedback. So you guys could just like drop in, see what we're doing.
Yeah.
See us swearing.
There is a lot of that.
Like, why did we decide to do this and not enough time?
Yeah.
But you know, it's all good. Like I said, everything's going back together at this point. So hopefully it just goes back together smoothly.
Daytona
Beach.
Yeah.
That's salt life.
I won't get any work done, Spano. Yeah, exactly. You got any recommendations on rear disc brakes? Ranger, Lincoln.
What's this SM95 talk?
I don't know. You can buy a kit off LMR. There's a 4-bolt rear disc kit. It's kind of endless.
Scroll up a little bit. There, Foxwise still holding their value. Seems like a legit question.
Next few years, SM95 will be the ones to have. Well, you're talking to the right guy here. He's...
What, because I own one?
No, but you got that theory. I actually do too. Like they're
not going to do what the Fox.
No,
did.
I agree on that. Yeah,
they'll have a place, but you know what? Everyone went crazy for them when they came out, though. Right? Because it's sort of.
I almost sold my green coupe.
Yeah.
To get one.
I think the 94, 95 holding true to the 5-liter is where the value will be. I don't see people going crazy over the 4.6s. Like other than like you'll have the Celine cars and the whatever.
Look at this. I need a slammed SN95. So guys, if you're on Instagram, do yourself a favor and like just get into the guts of some of those SN95 pages, like especially the big ones.
Somebody did a feature on that orange Cobra recently.
Oh,
I don't know who did it. I don't know if it was on Instagram or YouTube. There's a famous orange Cobra, like with a ducktail. I think it's a duck or duckbill or whatever the hell they call them. Yeah, I like brake scenery. Like it's the best looking SN95 out there. Like if every SN95 looked like that one, but I feel like it's certain. We've talked about this before. Sort of like the Lightning,
right?
You know, the normal F-150, and then the Lightning. They put that damn bumper cover on with the fog lights, and it doesn't look like a base model. Like night and day, which is sort of the theory of wheels and tires in the car and a stance and everything else. So SM95s can look really, really good.
Yeah, they're like, as this comment popped up here, Michael, one that stands out to me, there's a white GT. I don't know the year, but like this thing slammed. It's on like these 5-star. I want to say they might even be black with a chrome lip. This thing's like the famous Mustang photo, right? Quarter turn front end, beautiful background, and like that thing, it'll give you goosebumps. Like,
he says it was on YouTube. He did a full tour of it.
Oh, the orange one.
Yeah.
Keeping my yellow 94 till they're cool again. There you go.
It's like my SN95. It's been in storage until like Fox Fest. I'm like, out of sight, out of mind. Wait till it's cool. You're good.
I can incriminate myself quite heavily with a yellow SN95. Like I did do some very stupid. Oh, we back?
Yeah, you're back.
Sorry, guys. Tell us. Piss off. 1-800 tell us. We're all live. Talking to the boys and maybe some gals. We don't know. But yeah, I did some stuff. My buddy had a yellow SN95 with purple flames.
Ooh.
Yeah, stock hood, right? So like the two kind of ribs that sort of funnel back towards the cowl, flames through that section. Purple flames. Had Cobra, like the, oh Christ, what Cobra wheel is that? With the black kind of 5-hole circles. What Cobra is that? 97, 98?
With the circles.
They're kind of like circles. And inside the circle's black.
No, because that's the. Oh, I know the ones you're talking about.
What the hell?
Yeah,
Cobra is
I know
that?
what you're talking about. They're. Should I forget what you're. Lewis likes those wheels. I know the ones you're talking about.
Yeah.
They're ugly.
You guys will. I'm sure you're picking up what I'm putting down. Anyway, those were on it. A double deck War Admiral. You're probably already sleeping. Double decker Celine wing, like a 2-stacker. Right? Big old bastard. Anyway, that was it. 273 gears. Dude, I think I told this on the pod, but I'll give you guys a quick little sneak peek. I pulled short straw one night. We're coming out of the bar. My buddy throws me his keys. He's like, you got to drive. He'd met some gal. He's in the back seat, busy with her. Me and his brother in the front seat. We're backing out of angled parking onto a main drag right in front of the bar. And everybody on the street coming out of the bar.
Up.
Yeah, light them up. I'm like, goddamn right I will. I don't even own this thing, right? Brake stand, like I dropped the clutch at $5,000, 273s, right? Oh, and he had those, remember those BFG tires with the like yellow or red strips through them?
Scorpions.
Yes!
Or Scorchers or
Yeah.
whatever it was.
He had those too, so he had yellow tires. Anyway, oh shit, the June bugs are coming in. Look at this.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I do a big old nasty smoky burner, like brake stand. There's headlights behind me. Well, as soon as I start smoking them up, red and blues, cherries, I'm doing a burnout right in front of a cop car. And like pretty fresh into spring, right? Up in Canada, so there's a little gravel on the road. I just must have sandblasted the front end of that Crown Vic to no end. Anyway, I'm still in the, like, I'm letting out of the burnout. Like the guy comes running up the car. What are you doing? I'm like, they told me to do it. He's like, if they told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it? It was a big, long, drawn-out thing. I took all the tickets, got my buddies home safe. But anyway, yeah, yellow SN95. Many good times have been had.
Merchant SVT. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the car. The orange SN95.
Doesn't he have a Fox too?
Might.
I know that handle.
Oh, we can't look him up, but we'll look him up after. Man.
Yeah, had some good times in that car. Many good times in my green car too. Like when you've had these things for a long time, good grief.
Well, that's part of the reason why I wanted that white coupe back. Because that was like the prime.
The high school days.
Yeah, like that's when all the interesting stories happened. Drove many, many miles in that car to do many, many stupid things. Red rum.
Sup, Canadian boys? Can't hear the accent, can you? Oh, Spano had a Cobra. Hey, for anybody on here, we keep mentioning them, like Dom Spano and Mary, his, I think, coming wife.
Yeah.
They're engaged.
Yeah.
Wedding's coming. Wicked people. And he was the guy that took the trophy home for best in class, or best in show, pardon me.
Verts for the win.
Yeah. Very first time a Vert won.
No cap.
Yeah, no cap, yeah. At Foxtoberfest 2022. So wicked people. Hoping to see him at Motor City. Yeah, so true. Oh, look at this. Fox in the garage, SN95 in the driveway, the workhorse and the Sunday driver.
There you go.
Oh yeah, we might have struck a chord with the SN95 chat. They do, you know, what's funny about the interior of an SN95 for me is I love it in an SN95. I was warmed to the idea back in the day of the swaps that were occurring. I was like,
oh yeah,
you know what? This is out of the box thinking. I think that's kind of neat. I'm not a big fan anymore.
No. No, I agree. I think it's well, what do you think of like an S550 interior in a Fox?
You know, I think I've reached a point in age and everything.
Leave the Fox alone.
Just leave the Fox alone.
Don't Fox with the Fox.
Don't Fox with the Fox. Yeah.
Hey, that'd make a good T-shirt.
Totally.
Yeah, might have to come up with that.
And we've kicked this around lots. Like the Ford did a pretty good job on that interior.
Yeah.
But the only thing we were talking about this the other night, wrenching, or no, maybe it was on the pod. Anyway, about how the SN95s, you could take some of those various interior trim pieces and splash them body color.
Yeah.
And there isn't really an opportunity to do that with a Fox because everything's got a different texture to it. Nothing's smooth.
Yeah, but the only thing is just like those pieces that you can get in billet, right? Like AC knobs,
right?
Door handle, bezel.
Yeah, that's true.
But there's something else you could do around the shifter.
But see, nothing really flows as in the Fox as well as it does in an SN95. Like,
no, it's true.
Like all of that stuff almost melted together. Whereas you think of like the door handle trim bezel, and it's like it's just
the Fox doesn't have anything to. There's no real good contrasting components.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that was probably like a European influence because like BMW was always good about the wood grain or the titanium trim or whatever that came. I think that that's when the
and
SN
one piece smoothed into the next.
Yeah.
Whereas, for example, that door handle bezel, it's like hunk of plastic in the middle of leather.
And then you got like the dash pad, right? You got a chunk of vinyl.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, it's rubber, injected rubber, really.
Right.
Right, and then against plastic. But I've seen actually people have had that piece in carbon fiber.
Yeah. Fox Body Composites.
Yeah, so I think that would have been the introduction to the ability to do that.
Yeah.
But it just didn't catch on. But
we're losing viewers.
And we're still doing pretty good. This is actually still impressive. But yeah, I think 2 hours in, we should probably get back to work, guys.
Yeah. New guy had this interior in 86. Well, now you're getting into 4i territory. I know this gets a little not
a
hot,
whole
but
other conversation.
Yeah. Okay, folks. Hey, we're wrapping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's wrap it.
Thank you to everyone that's joined us on whatever channel you've joined us on. We really appreciate your time and your questions and comments, and we hope you guys enjoyed this. We do try to do our best on these, especially off the cuff like they are.
It really is our best effort.
Yeah.
Even when you showed up, it was like, okay, we have no real plan. There's no structure. We know what we want to get done, but like, when are we actually going to start and how, so yeah, it's guys, we're all human. We're no different than you guys out there. We're just two dudes literally wrenching in the backyard.
Yeah.
Trying to put a shit box together. That's it.
Same as all you guys. We just decided to be that much crazier and try to jump online every once in a while and spend countless hours editing stupid shit. So, yeah.
Stay tuned. We'll try and put some lives up, guys. I'm very thankful that my internet's actually held up for 2 hours straight. That's actually probably the best it's done in a very, very long time.
Yeah, so and it's looked good on our end, so hopefully it has on your guys' end.
So as long as this is looking good, then I know where the sweet spot for my hotspot is, and we'll try and put some more lives up. So thank you again for everything, guys, and we'll post up more updates, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, and if you're in Dallas, come say hi, shake hands.
Yeah.
And if you're in Detroit or you're planning on going to Detroit, we're going to be there. So we hope to see you guys all. It's always, these are great, the interaction and whatever in the chats, but like way better in person. So we'd love to see all you guys. Anyway, thanks, guys. We appreciate your time. Peace out.
Cheers. Cheers.
Back to work.
It's trying to end.
Well, that's a 2 hour pull,
Still
brother.
going. You might have to end it here too.